Hey everyone, this is Pradeep Kishan. And in this video, I'm gonna talk about debt-free psychology. It may sound like a very simple thing, but this one piece of advice will change the way every man thinks. Nobody talks about it, but it's true. But before we begin, let's understand something significant. The art of emotional control and strategic patience so that you can understand the deep psychology that drives success both in life and business. So, never kill your dreams, whatever they may be, because killing dreams is the biggest sin in this universe. Let's understand how. If you are dreaming of something and if you don't act on it, then understand one thing. You are the killer of your own dreams. Because in this universe, it's not just people who are born and who die every second, but billions of dreams, hopes, ideas are born and die silently every second. And the harsh truth is, most dreams don't die because they were impossible. They die because the person who dreamed them never tried to bring them to the light. Not because he doesn't have the courage to make them happen, but he doesn't know how to execute them. So, no matter where you are in life, always track your success graph. If you notice it falling each day, if you realize you are not doing what you used to, and if your growth feels slower with each passing day, then take it seriously. Because this is the kind of decline that silently breaks you from within. So, identify the patterns, accept it, and take action before it gets worse. Success is like a stock chart. We can't control or predict every rise and fall, but we can control our own emotions or decisions. In the stock market, when the price keeps dropping, we decide whether to stay or exit. In life, do the same. Measure who you were yesterday and who you are today. If the graph is going down, don't wait. Fix what needs to be fixed. Let's understand it through the philosophy of speaking. In speaking, it doesn't matter how many thousands of words you know to speak fluently. You don't need a dictionary in your mind to deliver an astounding speech. You just need a few powerful words and the mastery to use them with clarity, confidence, and conviction. Because big vocabulary is only for variations, not for greatness. A great speaker isn't the one who knows the most words, but he is the one who knows how to use the right words. It's never about speaking more, it's about speaking with meaning. So, don't kill your dream of speaking just because you think that you know only a few words. Speak with what you have. That's enough to begin, and your voice and vision will grow as you speak it. It's not about speaking, it's about all kind of dreams. Now let's understand this psychology more in detail in terms of investing and trading so that you can understand what exactly is it. What I believe is that prosperity should come late, intelligence should come first because it matters the most. So before earning anything in life, you must earn intelligence. Most people don't lose because of the market. They lose because they can't control their emotions. Of course, it is true that you only get more of what you attract during your tough time. That's why most people face more problems and difficulties when they are already suffering or struggling. Because their mindset is attracting more of the same energy they are experiencing. History proves one thing clearly. People don't fail because they are incompetent. They fail because they lack energy, consistency, and perseverance in their practice that make them successful. Or let's say, the cause of failure isn't lack of talent, but the lack of energy, consistency, and perseverance in their practice. So, instead of sitting back in helplessness after putting all your hard-earned money into the market, like watching prices fall, feeling the pain, regretting that perhaps you should have saved some money to leverage later. Why not just sit back and get some cash set aside? Because that's where true discipline begins. Let me share you two simple rules that can change the way you think. Rule number one. If You use 100% of your capital to trade, then 110% you are going to lose. Why? The faster you put all your money into trading or investing, the faster you will lose it. That's true. Many people fail because they can't keep a small portion of their money saved to buy more later, to compound or to average smartly. If you are one of them, you will never lead the battle or field. Rule number 2. If you don't have another source of income to buy when needed, you will lose every business, not because of the market, but because of the lack of money. And as you all know that lack of money means lack of profit. And lack of money always creates plenty of loss. Because most of the time, your biggest profit is the money you never put into the market. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. That's the truth most people never realize. Now let me tell you how I think when I invest. I always buy stock with the mindset of long-term investment. But if I get my expected returns on the same day, it becomes my intraday trading. And if it happens within a week, it turns into swing trading. It's intentional, not born out of compulsion or panic. So this mindset prepared me for any potential losses and shielded me from emotional chaos when markets move against me. More importantly, I always stay ready to compound and leverage my position to buy more when price fall. So I only buy stock that have already fallen enough and still have room for further correction. That's why I always plan to own more entry points in advance. Or let's say, whenever I buy stock, I identify a price level that gives me confidence like it's a strong buying zone. But I also mark a lower, second or third buying zone where I will add more if the price falls more. So my mindset is already prepared for what kind of loss I might face. And that's the real game of trading and investing. Not fighting to the market, but understanding and learning from it. Because when you understand it, you stay calm, patient, and confident. And that's what separates a smart and intelligent trader from the rest. So remember, in business, in trading, and in life, don't just learn how to make money. Learn how not to lose it. That's the true art of emotional control and strategic patience. Now, let's talk about debt-free psychology. As you all know, we discussed earlier. If you are in debt and if you are an employee who doesn't earn well enough each month to pay off that debt, remember one thing. Working under someone else will never make you debt-free. Only selling can. You can sell anything you are capable of, like a skill, a service, a product, your knowledge, and your experience, etc. Anything that creates wealth. There are no limits. Take a look at the world's largest companies like Apple, Tesla, and Amazon. The smallest business in your city and in your street. Everyone survives because they are selling. Even in the stock market, most people want to become rich as buyers in short term. But they don't realize one thing. The market is dominated by sellers, not by short term buyers. Every loss or profit of retail traders is the because of selling by big players. So ask yourself, if you can sell someone else's product as an employee, why can't you sell something for your own self to starting a business? If you want to get out of debt, if you want to become rich, if you want to lead your life towards success, then start selling and discover how skilled you truly are. And if you are not skilled yet, then improve, sharpen, and grow. Let's understand the real difference in between employment and an owner. Do you know what is the difference in between an employee and owner? The answer is simple, only one word. It is selling. Why? Because selling creates freedom and limitless earning possibilities. While employment creates limit, it is essential to know at all the time that's whether in business or life, you must know how to create massive value for your own self, for your company, and for your product. When someone sells the company's product, and earn a fixed limited salary. Means he is an employee. But when the same product is sold by someone else on his behalf, then his earning is completely different because he isn't an employee anymore. He is a businessman because he decides the price, he decides the profit, and he decides the growth. Employee and owner both are selling the same product, but one is limited by a salary and other is unlimited by ownership. That's the true difference in between employee and owner. Thank you so much.